Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Nazwa Sabrina Fatihah from English Education Department, Universitas Bina, Bangsa. And now, I will present my result analysis of RPS Law Department first semester Universitas Bina, Bangsa. Okay, but before I start to present my result analysis, I will explain a little bit about core development of ESP. They are register analysis, discourse analysis, target situation, skills, and strategies. And start with the first one is register analysis. So, in the development of ESP, register analysis involves examining the specific language varieties, styles, and linguistic features used within the learner's professional or academic fields. And by conducting register analysis, ESP developers can identify the appropriate vocabulary, grammar structure, and discourse pattern that are characteristic of the target domain. And the next is discourse analysis. Okay, so discourse analysis in ESP focuses on understanding how language is used in larger communicative contexts within the target domain. And ESP developers analyze the discourse practice, convention, and communicative strategies employed in professional or academic settings relevant to the learners. And then the third is target situation. So, the concept of target situation in ESP refers to the specific communicative context or scenarios in which learners will need to use English for their professional or academic purposes. And ESP developers identify the target situation based on the learner's language needs and the requirements of their field. And the last is skills and strategies. So, in ESP, development of language skills and strategies is tailored to specific language needs and communication goals of the learners within their target situation. And the language skills such as reading, writing, listening, and speaking are taught and practiced in the context of authentic tasks and effectives relevant to the learner's professional or academic domains. And the next is my analysis result. Start with the first category is register analysis. Okay, this involves understanding specialized terms and language styles used in the field of law. And the student can learn to recognize and understand legal terminology such as terms in contracts, legal document, and types of legal action. And this can help them to communicate correctly and effectively in a legal environment. And in the RPS, I found there is material. The first is basic legal terms. And my suggestion, I think it can focus on teaching specific vocabulary used in a legal document and legal conversation. And the next is contract law. My suggestion, I think it can provide case studies and practical exercise to help students understand the application of contract law concept in real-life situation, especially in a legal environment. And the next is criminal law. My suggestion, I think it can integrate case studies into learning to help students understand the application of criminal law in a legal environment. And the last is type of prompt. For my suggestion, I think it can provide a list of terms and definitions to help students understand the differences between various types of legal documents. And then the next, it's still the same category, register analysis, and there are subject MK2, subject MK3, subject MK7, and subject MK8. And I think all of the subject MK can involve understanding and applying the legal terminology and concept in English for the students' law department. And then the second category is discourse analysis, and this related to understanding how language is used in specific contexts such as legal proceedings, legal document writing, and interaction between lawyers and clients. And in discourse analysis for law students department, I think students can study the structure and styles of language used in legal legal argument in court proceedings, and how to effectively convey legal information to client or in court. And in the RPS, I found there is the material. The first is client correspondence. For the suggestion, I think it can provide role-playing or simulation to help students practice communicating with client effectively. And then the second is commercial law. For my suggestion, I think it can provide a deep understanding of business contracts, agreements, and other legal aspects related to business activities. And then the third is international law. For my suggestion, I think it can introduce students to the principle of international law and relevant international organization. And then the last is business law. For my suggestion, I think it can emphasize the importance of legal understanding in business decision making and risk management. And then it's still same categories discourse analysis. There are subject MK5, subject MK9, subject MK11, and subject MK13. And I think all of these subject MK can involve the students to analyzing texts related to client communication, inferences, oral advocacy, and case law analysis. And then the next category is target situation. Okay, emphasizing on understanding the context and situation in which legal language is utilized, helping students to prepare themselves for practical situation in the field of law. And in the RPS, I found there is the material. The first is the beginning of law. For my suggestion, I think it can provide learning about the history of law development and understanding of basic concepts in specific legal system. And then the next is court cases. For my suggestion, I think it can involve students in analyzing real case scenarios and discussion about strategies used in the field of law by lawyers in court. And then the next is client correspondence. For my suggestion, I think same with the before suggestion, it can provide role-playing or simulations to help students practice communicating with clients effectively in the field of law. And then the last is oral advocacy. For my suggestion, I think you can conduct courtroom simulations and public speaking exercises to improve students' speaking skills. And then it's the same category, target situation. There are sub-CPMK 1, sub-CPMK 5, sub-CPMK 6, and sub-CPMK 10. I think all of these sub-CPMK can involve the students to understanding and applying legal terminology and concept in English. And then there is the last category, is skills and strategies, referring to the practical and strategic ability in using legal language, and this evidence from the ability to draft consent letter, understand text regarding client characteristic, stimulate courtroom atmosphere, explain oral advocacy, and analyze and draft legal legislation. Okay, and then in the RPS, I found there is material. The first is legal writing. So for my suggestion, I think it can provide exercise in writing legal documents such as case statement, official letters, and agreements. And then the second is court cases. For my suggestion, I think it can involve students in analyzing real case scenarios and discussion about strategies used by lawyers in a court. And then the third is legal issues. For my suggestion, I think that can focus on identifying and analyzing complex legal issues to develop students' understanding of legal issue resolution. And then the last is citing legalization. Okay, I think for my suggestion, it can provide guidance on how to cite legal source correctly according to the applicable format. And then it's still the same category, skills and strategies. They are sub-CPMK 4, sub-CPMK 6, sub-CPMK 12, and sub-CPMK 14. I think all of these sub-CPMK can involve the students of law department can understanding and applying legal terminology and concept in English. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you guys for your attention and thanks for watching my videos. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.